Hello, this is Paul Rajczak of Sunshine Profits, and I'm the author of Stock Trading Alerts. Let's take a look at today's stock market charts as an addition to today's stock trading alert. And the first chart is the S&P 500 index, and we can see that the index lost almost 2% yesterday on Tuesday, and it was a reaction to testimonies from the Fed Chair Powell and the Secretary of Treasury Yellen, and the index extended its short-term downtrend despite a potential reversing pattern on Monday when it retraced more than a half of its Friday's decline. So the market retraced almost all of its late October, early November rally, and it remained below the downward trend line, the short-term downward trend line here. But today it is expected to open around 1% higher, so we may see some more short-term volatility and a consolidation following the recent decline from the record high closer to 4750. Now let's move to the Nasdaq 100 chart and the technology stocks index, and we can see that the Nasdaq 100 is still relatively stronger than the broad stock market, as it recently remained above its early November local low, and yesterday it didn't extend its short-term downtrend. It remained above the Friday's low and above the 16,000 level. So it looks like an almost month-long consolidation pattern here. Is this a topping pattern? Well, we don't know it yet. One is for sure that the Nasdaq 100 strength is driven by a handful of very strong technology stocks, and in particular it's the Apple stock that drives the strength of the technology index. And let's move to the Apple stock chart, and we can see that yesterday the Apple got back close to its recent record high. It gained over 3% in a declining market, so it is a very clear strength of that particular stock. The resistance level remains at around 165.66, marked by that record high. So will it break higher? It could break higher, and we may see another acceleration here. But well, it depends on the broad stock market. For now, the index is expected to open 1% higher, so it may support the bullish case for Apple as well. Now let's move to the Microsoft stock chart, and it is a completely different picture, as the stock lost almost 2% yesterday, but the Microsoft stock was relatively stronger in October and November, so the recent consolidation, the month-long consolidation, is looks like a flat correction within an uptrend. But if the stock breaks below $330 levels, that may mean a sell signal or a negative signal, and it may retrace more of its October-November rally. Another tech stock, the Facebook, and it's even more bearish picture here because the Facebook was relatively weak in September, October, and then in November we've seen a rebound up to 350, 355, but it looked like a consolidation here. And yesterday the stock broke below its upward trend line here, and it got closer to the 320 level again. So it lost 4%. So the picture here is bearish for the Meta platforms chart. Now let's move to the banking sector, and we can see a weakness in Bank of America stock, the BAC. It fell to the new local low yesterday. It lost 2.5%. And another banking stock, the Morgan Stanley MS, it also fell to the new local low. It was the lowest since the early August, or since the late July. It broke below the support level of $96, so it may mean that the market is reversing its medium-term uptrend, and it may be a topping pattern, medium-term topping pattern, if the stock continues downwards, and it doesn't rebound above the 96, 97 level again. And let's take a look at the financial sector, financial select sector SPDR fund XLF. So it's the financial ETF, the index of financial stocks, and we can see a potential reversal in the uptrend, but it still remains close to the support level here of around 38, but we can see negative technical divergences with the indicators, as the indexes reached the new high, and the indicators reach the lower highs. So the financial sector may be reversing its uptrend from the COVID lows. It is a weekly chart of the XLF. Now let's take a look at the ExxonMobil chart. It's an oil stock, and the recent decline in oil prices drove the oil stock slower, and the ExxonMobil remained very volatile here, because it kept bouncing from the $60 level up to 63.5, and yesterday it fell by almost 3%. It got closer to the Friday's local low. So the picture is quite bearish here as well. And the last two individual stock charts I would like to show you are so-called the old economy, and the first one, the Walmart. And the Walmart also extended its downtrend yesterday. It rebounded in the last week, but yesterday it fell to the new local low, and it was the lowest since half of October. So we can see a weakness here as well. And the next chart is the Walt Disney, and the stock remains in a clear downtrend. It broke below the support level in the first half of November, and since then it is just extending the downtrend. Of course, it is getting more and more oversold, so we may see a rebound, and the nearest resistance level is at 150. So it's interesting how the stock will act if it gets to 150. Will it be a consolidation or an upward reversal? To conclude, let's take a look at the Dow Jones Industrial Average, and it is the weakest of the stock indexes, the blue chip index fell to the new local low yesterday, and we can see that it accelerated its downtrend here, and it fell below the 35,000 level. So it basically confirms what we've seen on the individual stock charts, the banking sector, the oil sector, and some old economy stocks drove the blue chip index lower despite the rally in Apple. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is in a clear downtrend. Now let's get back to the S&P 500 index chart, and the index is expected to open higher this morning. It may retrace once again. It may retrace more than a half of its yesterday's decline, just like it retraced half of its Friday's decline on Monday. But will it be an upward reversal? For now, it looks like another upward correction within a downtrend, or a consolidation within a downtrend. Today we will get some economic data releases and the second day of testimonies from the Fed Chair Powell and the Treasury Secretary Yellen. So the markets will be looking at those events, and we'll see if the reaction will be to the downside, just like yesterday. But we may expect a higher volatility for sure. Okay, just to conclude, there have been no confirmed positive signals so far, and the index remains within a downtrend. Okay, that was not a trading recommendation or an advice, just a general opinion of an author. And I'd like to remind or tell you that today's premium stock trading alert includes details of our trading position, and our position is profitable since last Tuesday. We've opened a short position on the S&P 500 index, and so if you are interested in more exclusive updates, please join our premium stock trading alerts newsletter and read all the details today. And okay, that's everything I have for you today in this video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.